Hey guys, so today we are back in my kitchen. I think I've been in the kitchen like 9 out of 10 times during this past couple of weeks for my videos, but I've been really just trying to bring you guys some cool, different content, different things that I could think of, and why would I just want to be sitting in my room at all times? So I thought today I'm going to try something that I've seen around the internet. I saw it on TikTok first. I think everything that I do nowadays I saw on TikTok first. But it is like a healthy, edible cookie dough type recipe. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you obviously saw it in the title, but it's made out of chickpeas, which is very interesting to me, and I would have never thought of doing this. But the second I saw it, I knew I had to try it because I love cookie dough, and if I could make a healthier option cookie dough, I'm there. Okay, so the winner is Shelby Dodds. I hope I said that right. I'm going to comment back in your comment, and if you see this first, then message me on Instagram. The things that you basically need are like chickpeas, maple syrup. They say peanut butter. The thing is, I'm not the biggest fan of peanut butter, but we're gonna use it, of course, just a little bit. I might use a little bit less than what like the recipe calls for. Chocolate chips, I wanna say vanilla, and just things like that. So I'm gonna grab everything we need. Okay, so I grabbed some of the ingredients. I'm gonna find a recipe now so I can actually follow something because I don't want this to go wrong. I do not. And of course, you're gonna need a blender to blend everything up. The first thing I am going to do is open up the can of chickpeas. It's just normal, you know, can of chickpeas. I have seen around that you can also do it with white beans, but I did get the chickpeas. And then, oh my gosh, you are just going to get a strainer and strain these bad boys. I'm trying to get some of the shells out of it just because I don't really want like the chickpea shells in mine. Obviously, I'm not gonna go through and like literally de-shell every single one, but any shells that I see, I just kind of pick off. And then I'm gonna rinse. These actually are really easy to de-shell. I'm like doing it just like every single time I see one that has a shell on it. I don't even know if it's called a shell, but I've heard the shell just kind of gives like a different kind of consistency that like isn't the best. I'm trying to get as many off as possible. Pop these into the blender. I almost dropped one. I got him. So chickpeas are in the blender. What's next? So this is 1/4 a cup of peanut butter. I have creamy peanut butter. 1/4 really isn't a lot, so I'm not too concerned, but I'm definitely not gonna like, you know, pack it in there. Like that's too much. Roughly 1/4. Good enough. Oh, I don't even like the smell of it. Okay, 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Which, of course, I mean, what cookie doesn't have vanilla in it? And then this one says almond flour, which thankfully I do have. A lot of other recipes did not call for almond flour, but it says 3 tablespoons, so. And lastly, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. So I'm using 1/2 tablespoon, so I'm doing, if it's 2 tablespoons, it's 1/2 tablespoon, doing 4 1/2 tablespoons.
You get the point.
That is everything, I believe. Oh, it's a little bit of salt. So I'm literally just gonna, that's enough. I'm really excited because if this tastes good, I feel like it's just such an easy, you know, like recipe that's healthy, that you can snack on if you're looking for like a sweet tooth of some sort. I'm trying to clean up. And I've definitely been loving like healthy alternatives for things that might not be as healthy because I do love sweet things, but you know, I'm trying to be as healthy as possible. Let me put the lid on first before I plug anything in. Okay, I need to keep mixing it because it's not working very well. Okay, so it's not really blending. I have seen that some people have been putting like a little bit of milk in it to help it blend. So I think I'm gonna grab some soy milk. I'm just gonna take like a splash of soy milk. Let's see if that helps. I tried to blend it as much as possible. I feel like it really didn't get as blended as I wanted it to, but we're just going to take it. Sorry. See, it's kind of like, I mean, it's like a decent consistency, I guess. I just really wanted to make sure there was no chickpeas like not ground up, you know? I smell a lot of peanut butter, which I'm not happy about. So the consistency actually really does look like cookie dough, which I am kind of surprised. It's very difficult to get this all out though. Okay, next up I have just plain chocolate chips. But of course, if you want to stick with being healthy, you should do more of like dark chocolate. Yum. This is what she looks like. Honestly, looks just like cookie dough. Now, of course, I'm going to taste test. I'm just gonna mix in the chocolate chips. I feel like this is just gonna taste so peanut buttery. Let's see though. Okay. Okay, so is it peanut buttery? Yes. But if I were to use like an almond butter, the main question I think everyone has when they see this is, does it taste like chickpeas at all? No. It tastes nothing like chickpeas. I think the peanut butter really takes over the taste of the whole thing. I would even try to use like a sunflower seed butter, especially if you're allergic to peanuts. But the consistency is so spot on. And I'm gonna put this in the fridge because obviously right now it's like room temperature. But in the fridge, I can only imagine like how much better it'll be once it's cold. Oh, I found a full chickpea. Uh-oh. I think it's a winner. I wouldn't still be eating it if it sucked. I can't really put my finger on like what it tastes like. Because I'm not going to sit here and be like, no, it tastes exactly like cookie dough. Because it really doesn't. But if you're looking for a substitute of some sort for cookie dough, edible cookie dough, then I really think this is it. This is the one for you. I could eat this whole bowl. And it's chickpeas. If you guys have ever made something like this and you have any tips for me, if you know maybe why it didn't blend as well, what I could have done to help it blend better. Maybe it's just my blender. Maybe it was just my blender wasn't working that well. But if you guys have any tips, then let me know in the comments down below. If you want to try this recipe out, definitely try it out and let me know how it goes also, because I'm so intrigued by this whole thing. Like, honestly, if you saw this sitting on the counter, you would think it was cookie dough. And I mean, I think it's pretty healthy. It's literally just chickpeas, a little bit of peanut butter, a little bit of maple syrup, vanilla. I don't even think you have to add the almond flour. I really hadn't really seen anyone add the almond flour until I looked at this one video that I just looked at. But like I said, let me know in the comments down below if you guys have tried this, if you like it, other kind of recipes. I've also seen some people do like 4-ingredient brownies that are really healthy. So I'm gonna keep looking up into all different kind of healthy alternative recipes to share with you guys while we're stuck in the house, so you guys can try them too. But if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Like I said, comment down below if you've ever tried it, if you are going to try it, or other recipes, healthy recipe alternatives that you know of that I can try out. Of course, make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss anything. You know, the sun's like reflecting off something over here and it keeps like hitting me in the eye. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna go put this in the fridge and honestly probably eat this later for dessert. I love you all. I hope you're staying safe and healthy during this time, and I'll see you super soon with a brand new video. Bye.